Okay.
Okay. Last two. The one in your right hand. You're right. Yeah, that one.
This is my right. It might be mirrored
Yeah.
too.
Legible. That's so funny because I couldn't read it.
That's good.
Um,
You could read it. Yeah.
legible. I mean, yeah, this is just whether or not something is readable for the
Yeah.
for anyone.
Yeah.
And so obviously a lot of things go into that. I think probably font, typeface, all these things. What's the
Yeah.
one where it's like the spacing between the letters?
Kerning
Kerning, that one
or
too.
tracking.
Tracking,
Yes.
yeah, all this
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
goes into that.
Letting, all those typographic things. Yeah. Legibility is really important. And it's really changed with different channels, right?
Yeah,
When you were printing books and printing
of
press was the
course.
technology, you needed serifs for legibility, et
Yeah,
cetera. Now, as we have screens, I mean, back in the day, it was 640 by 480. It's the number of pixels, horizontal and
yeah,
vertical, and things look really grainy. And so things generally had to be a bit bigger, and it was tough. We now have what Apple has termed retina displays, right? The physical
mm,
screens that can show a number of pixels that you can't even discern with the retina, the individual pixels anymore, unless
yeah,
you get under like a microscope.
yeah.
So in this world, we're really free to create with typography all kinds of experiences. But I do think like legibility, it's not just as simple, can you read it? I
Yeah.
think it's also, does your interface adapt to different types of people who have different legibility needs? I
I
mean, the classic one is as you get older,
yeah,
like eyesight is
yeah,
different and people have to get bifocals, whatever. So
of course.
could you and I use the same app with our bank USAA where it's super legible for you? And for me, maybe it's a different size because I need it a bit bigger. Maybe the interface knows because I'm, furrowing my brow, or I don't know, like that's a bit creepy. But yeah,
Yeah, but it's
legibility.
true.
I'm excited about adaptive legibility.
Yeah, I think that was going to be my follow-up question that you answered before I even, which is great.
Oh,
Um, but obviously legibility, I think in the most simple definition is like when you think of someone who has all the senses and can read and has eyesight or at least glasses that allow them to see. But yeah, I was curious how, because if it's a design term, that means that it has to be adaptable to lots of different types of people. So cool.
yeah. And there's two other kind of related concepts
Yeah.
here that just to mention
Yeah.
understandability and readability.
Yeah.
Like we at Lloyd's had a very clear process, the content team, around readability. So it's legible, like you can see the words and the letters,
Yeah.
but is it speaking in a
Yeah.
language that's understandable? And so often there's a a grade average. It's a different newspapers, a different kind of calibers, of higher or lower targets for the reading level. So how the sophistication of vocabulary,
Of
et
course.
cetera.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And then the other one is, your content, mostly words in a lot of digital experiences, but not always. So metaphorically, I think legibility kind of also applies to other elements like images and things. But how easy is it to be understood? So a lot of bankers speak in a way that ordinary people wouldn't talk.
Hmm.
They talk about, APR and annual yields. And, when people just really want to know, like, okay, if I don't pay off my credit card in this amount of time, I'm just going to have to pay a whole lot more later,
Yeah.
instead of having to learn the definition of an annual percent rate, you
Of
know?
course. Yeah.
So I think legibility, there's almost like mental legibility. Yeah, my eyes can see it, but can my brain understand it?
Hmm.
And, does my heart connect with it? So I think I like the broader ideas of legibility beyond just the technical definition, because that's where a lot of cool things come out.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm going to take the same right hand.
Okay. Gagging for.
Gagging for. Gagging for. Well, gagging is where you're risking your life by shutting off the airways to your esophagus.
This is true.
Um, I think this is actually a positive meaning, maybe. I think gagging means you want something. Like you want something so much that you're like every time I pass a Krispy Kreme booth, I'm like I'm gagging for some of those donuts. That's what I think it means.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah,
So
you want
great.
something
I
so
feel
much
so
that
Gen Z
I
today.
know you're doing good. And also that was a great example. Like, and I can it's great because I can relate, and I know so many of my friends and people that love Krispy Kreme so much. So yeah, gagging for it is like, I mean, so it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's positive because it's like it's too far, you know? Like,
Impulsive.
yeah. And usually,
Mm.
and I've heard it been used in like, yeah, mainly like a negative context, like they have no chill, they're gagging for it, you know? Like,
You got no chill.
yeah.
You're gagging. You're glitching
Yeah.
because you want to eat.
These Krispy Kreme. Exactly. But yeah, I
I'm going to
think
connect these concepts.
um
Sorry, I interrupted. You were
well,
saying
no,
gagging.
actually I don't. That's really it. It's just that it can be seen, I think, more as negative because it's like it's too much. It's not in
Yeah.
moderation. That's what it is. Um, I guess, I mean, my first my first thought is like if something is legible, then it's like you're more drawn to it and you can understand and you're like gagging for it because
Hmm.
you're just like it's so good. Um,
The thing I was thinking about was when you're gagging for something, it's like you've got no chill. It's
yeah.
like obvious. And that makes your impulses super legible to people around you.
Yes, this is true too.
Oh my God,
More
it's just a
metaphorical.
neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't bring the beeves into
That was,
this.
I
That
mean,
felt personal.
he just stopped on the side of the road the other week and helped a stranded musician whose car broke down. We should TikTok it. It was really sweet. And then he prayed with him or something to help. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, well, maybe
um,
fatherhood is, changing him a bit. But
yeah,
I did KTV the other night, and I was the only one that could like
I'm
do all the
sure.
Justin Bieber raps and all the songs and everything.
I'm sure the Beeps was in full force
Oh yeah.
in that karaoke. Cool.
Anyways, swiftly moving on. Thing. Yeah, those ones are kind of hard to connect, but the idea is there.